We on another episode of the Get Your Status Up podcast, and today we got some special guests for y'all. I know y'all heard of these people, but we gonna get ready to introduce them. I got my boy Kilo Keys at the end.
What's good? What's good?
We got the one and only Z the Jeweler.
And come on, man, get your status up.
Z with the VVs.
Yes, sir.
And we got my boy Young Lan on the track.
Yes, sir. Lane on the track.
What's
we
up?
in here.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
And you already know it's your boy H. Let's go.
Let's go, man. You know, look, me and Lane, we go long back, and Kilo, we go long back here.
I saw the
so
pictures.
For people who don't know, I think we gotta give a little extra introduction. You know what I'm saying?
So I actually just saw a picture from 4 years ago with Z and Kilo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Came a long way, man. A long way.
Man had a whole another hairstyle. You know what I'm saying?
Kilo had the blonde afro.
Yeah.
Sir.
Bro was struggling.
Yeah.
We good.
Phases, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and Lane right here, you know, he's my brother from another mother type shit already. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Look, Lane, multiple times platinum and gold selling producer from Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? So let's just talk about that first, my man. Like, you from Virginia, you're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm from Virginia. I grew up in Richmond until I'll say middle school, and then I moved out to the country, like Cumberland, Powhatan. So I'm really from different places in Virginia, but Virginia as a whole is definitely what I represent. But yeah, man, like where I came from, it was like the sticks, bro. Like cows, chickens, and
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's not really too much to do. So it's like when you don't got much going on, it's like that's the best time to like express your creativity. And you know, music was what I loved. So I started that in high school, and the shit paid off. You know.
That's crazy, man. That's
so
crazy.
You first found that passion out of what? Just boredom?
I mean that and like, you know, I was always a big Kanye West fan, and you know, Kanye West, he started out when he first started. I mean, he still does make his own beats, but like when he first started out, he was making all his own beats. You know what I'm saying? And rapping over them. So I kind of wanted to be like that. So I was rapping, making my own beats, making beats for people in high school, and then eventually I just pursued the beats full time.
That's dope. So you had kids in high school paying you.
Yeah, for sure.
So you was cashing out in high school off of beats.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say cash it out. I might get a 50 or a 25 or something like that.
Hold on. So what age group, like what age frame are we talking about? Like how old were you?
I started producing. My mom bought my first beat machine when I was probably 13.
13.
And then I started taking it real seriously like when I was around like 15, 16. We actually like performed at our senior prom and stuff because I was rapping, like I said, and I made the beats and stuff. But
yeah, that's crazy.
We was the first like students to perform at our prom and stuff. So
15 in Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Following the dream.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. So that being said, like when you was 15, that's when you came out with like your first beat, like you felt like, nah, this is my lane. This is what I wanna stick to, and this is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you know how it is. Like when you coming up, people don't believe in you. You know what I'm saying? You be the biggest believer in yourself for real.
Right.
For sure.
But my mom also believed in me, so just having her believe in me and her belief, it just encouraged me to just keep going.
That's family. That's family.
Sure. Like, look, Kilo, you young already. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when did you start it?
I started when I was 15. Started making beats in high school. Similar story. I started rapping too, like at lunch tables. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Next thing you know, I saw people using the pens. Like started making beats.
I remember that.
You know, started rapping on lunch tables, and then ever since then, I just wanted to start making beats. When I listened to Future, you know, that Monster mixtape, I was like, what is this? Like, I ain't never heard this, because when I grew up back in Thailand, I listened to Lil Wayne, Eminem, but I never listened to Future, Young Thug. Like, who are these people, you know? And then I got the inspiration because I couldn't rap. I wanted to make beats. I wanted to do something with music. And then kept on making beats, posting beats on YouTube, selling beats on BeatStars. And then I met Lan when I was 19. Okay. 24 now, so Lan's been managing me for 5 years.
Wow.
It's been a movie ever since, so that's been good. God is good, man, for sure.
So how did y'all even have that connection? Like, how did y'all meet?
How did exactly? Were you in Virginia?
No, I was here. I just spammed his Instagram. That was when that was when.
That's the key here. Yeah. You know, if you want to do something, you just gotta be on it. Like you can't just do it halfway. You gotta constantly be on top of it. Like knowing the fact that Lane might be crazy busy, and I want to get into what he got into, like, and get inspiration from him too, right?
And then I watched Land's videos when Land made that RGF Island. And then, you know, there was a video on it, like how he made the beat and like playing the beat and stuff. In this interview, I'm like, oh, that's Land, bro. Like, that's Land. And I started spamming his. That was back when Instagram had like every notification pops up.
Yeah, like it showed you.
It shows every single. So I started spamming. And the next thing you know, Land had hit me back up like, yo, I had to check your stuff out. I'm doing this thing, managing, producing. I'm like, I signed it without a lawyer. I was like, I'm going to take this chance, you know? Because I was on the verge of quitting.
Don't do that, kids. Don't be signing contracts. Luckily, I'm a good person, but don't be signing no contracts.
Exactly.
Last thing you want to do is get stuck on some shit.
Exactly.
You're not even making, the other person making all the money. You're not even making none. No recognition or none of that.
Thank God.
Lane, he kept you on on the right path. Like he made sure
for sure, 100%, real genuine dude. Like I got lucky with that.
Nah, for sure, man. Like
praise
Lane
God.
definitely got amazing energy. People
for sure.
Like people who feel like certain times it'd be like, oh, if I'm approaching a person, it might be like, oh, he might not respond to me, or he might have a certain type of attitude. But one thing about Lane, he's being down to earth, amazing energy. Like, bro's gonna support you, like what you got going on.
Real genuine, real humble, real low key, out the way, man.
So that was in Atlanta, you saying? That was in Atlanta?
That was in Atlanta.
Y'all met first time in Atlanta?
Yep. He had texted me to pull up to the studio session. It was it was wife and Lucci writing camp.
Oh yeah.
I drove a 2002 Honda Civic. I was like straight out of class.
that's an Asian thing too, isn't it?
Yeah, straight out of class, bro.
No, for sure.
Straight out of class. I skipped class. I was like, this class about to be over anyways, but this is more important. This is what I want to do, you know? So it's been up ever since.
For sure.
So what made you then be like, you know what? Let me check this dude out. He been hitting me up all the time, like.
Oh yeah, how did you feel like the man was on you? So?
Really, I always check my DMs for real, but you just gotta come correct though. Like, don't be annoying and don't be business minded. You feel me when you reach out to me?
Spamming you.
I wouldn't say. I can't remember. I'm not gonna say he was spamming me, but I remember he might have spammed my likes or something like that. So I seen it and I went to his page and he had at this time, you know, like when people beat people used to have like the bright cartoons as the
cover.
Yeah. So he had that, and so I clicked on one. I listened to it. Like, oh damn, his shit decent for real. So then I listened to a couple more. I'm like, yeah, his shit hard. So then I finally DM'd him. And then we chopped it up. I was like, yo, bro, I want to manage you. And then it was on from there, for real.
Crazy.
Crazy.
So, real quick, Kilo. So, being Asian, right? Being Asian, how was it like in the family? Like, how was it in the family? Because music is definitely, of course, music is everywhere. But you're talking about rap music. You're talking about like a whole another set of music. So how was that like?
They definitely wanted me to, you know, just go to school. You know, the regular Asian road and path. You know, like go to school, get a really good job, high-paying job as a doctor, lawyer, all that stuff. You know, and everything changed when it was like, oh, you're making this much? Like, oh. Okay, keep doing you. Like, keep doing you.
That's what, like, do something productive.
Yeah, because all my family wants is just for me to take care of myself, for real. Like, being able to take care of myself and, you know, and taking care of them is like a plus.
So when was that? Like, what year would you say when you saw the check and your family felt like, oh yeah, he's doing it? What year was it? From 15 you started. What year was the time when you felt like, oh, this is a check. This is what I'm working for.
Since I was 15, I started selling beats in high school. Made probably $900 a month, but I was still pushing carts at Kroger. And then when Land started managing me, that's when like things started taking off because you know he's getting me all the placements. Now I'm getting royalties, seeing back end and advance. It's like, oh dang, you know, and you know with Land, you know, helping negotiate and everything, you know. Helping me with the business side of things, like, has been great. And once the placements started coming in, once the plaques started coming in, I was like, I got to show them like this is what I achieved. Wow. You know, and
that's
you know,
history. That's
history. So
that ain't going nowhere.
Yep. Crazy. Talking about plaques, my man's got 40. We talking about 40 plaques. So
crazy amounts.
Let's talk about that real quick. I saw a picture on Instagram recently.
Yeah.
And that's a studio. You just got your own studio. We're gonna get to that in a second. But let's talk about this 40 plaques, 40 times plaques, 2 times Grammy winner.
Mans didn't even know he was 40 times platinum. I had to tell him. He's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, like honestly, when I first got my first plaque, bro, it was the same type feeling, bro. Each one is just a blessing for real, bro. So it's like, I don't look at myself any differently if I had 50 plaques or if I had 3, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people don't get them opportunities to even have that, you know what I'm saying? I just look at it as a blessing for real. And coming from where I'm from, people say that all the time, it's cliche, but it really don't happen, bro.
So you were saying like it didn't change anything about you, like, oh, now I got 40, so
I mean, if anything,
talk to me nice.
Yeah. If anything, it's more something to put on your resume, like when you telling people, like, you know, your accolades and shit like that. But for real, it's just like it helped establish like my mindset and me knowing how secure I am with my craft. You get what I'm saying? So
That's
sure.
That's confirmation. That's affirmation right there. Like you was on the right path from a kid. You stuck with it. You was consistent and persistent, and now it's paying off.
Exactly. You just gotta know. You just gotta know what you're capable of doing, and just go 110% with that.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
That's it.
So I do know that the studio is going great. Like, I know that firsthand already.
Yeah.
So what was that transition like? Like of course you're doing beats. You're in the studio all the time. So what made you put that? And also, it's in Virginia. It's not in Atlanta. It's in Virginia.
It's in Virginia, but I was actually going to announce it. Like, we actually moving it out here to Atlanta.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like the second one, or
I'm just gonna relocate it for real. Yeah, because it was like to the point where I wasn't able to be as hands-on as I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And when you own a business, and I think of myself as a person who tries to lead by example, and it's like when I'm not able to like lead how I want to lead and run my business how I want to, sometimes it can go down the gutter.
No, that's the key there.
You live out here, right?
Yeah, I live out here. So I was taking a trip out there maybe once every month, every 2 months, and it's like stuff ain't really up to my caliber of how I want things ran. You know what I'm saying? And that's no shade to anybody. It's just like I have very high expectations for anything I put my name or my brand onto.
Facts.
But yeah, we actually relocating out here, so I'm looking for a space now and just gonna go crazy with it, bro.
So what was one of the reasons for you to open up a studio? Because I know, okay, you got recording, you need a place to record and stuff like that, but I was reading about it, it was more so like you giving back to the community, helping the youth, giving them an outlet. For
sure. Like I could have easily opened it out here and ran it up so quick, bro. Right. Out there, it's no real opportunity for artists. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's up and coming, looking for opportunities to get heard and stuff like that. And I was trying to bring that to the city. You know what I'm saying?
Got some big names coming out of Virginia, though.
We do, but not necessarily Richmond. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just I was just trying to bring something different to the to the city, really just so people could really just network and build and just see how the industry works within Virginia and outside of Virginia.
For sure. The thing that you said, which I liked the most, was like you have to be firsthand with it. Like you have to get involved, especially when it's the start of it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the fact that you was here in Atlanta, busy doing what you're doing already. Yeah. It's so hard to like maintain the balance in both, like traveling back and forth and all kind of things.
Phone constantly going off, bro. Like people saying like this needs to be done. This, and I'm like, bro, y'all there? I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It was very successful for the 3 years that we were there, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like I just want my stuff to be ran a certain type of way, and I know we're capable of doing. I'm bringing it out here.
Right, hard. That's what's up. So talking about the family, right? Talking about the family too earlier. Oh, I did read. Your mom played piano and your grandparents sang. So what was that like? What that was like an inspiration to you, or that helped you in a certain way, or what was it like?
Yeah, like I came from a very like musical background. Like my whole family like was in the church. My uncle, he sang in a band, a group. He used to travel all the time. So really like that was just uprooted in me ever since I was a kid, bro. And like I've always loved music. Like even my daughter, she won now, but she loved music, bro. Sometimes I take her in the studio, she be making beats with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just feel like it's in our blood. I just feel like it's in our blood, in our DNA, bro. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just I was born with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So your musical background inspiration came from your family and the church. Kilo, your musical background inspiration came from beats in school and.
Man, I was classically trained for 10 years.
Oh, shit.
Before that,
Get your status up.
so I started playing piano when I was 4, you know, and you know, growing up in Thailand, my mom had to pay a lot of money for me to, you know, be able to have those things, like those opportunities, like to learn piano, to learn how to play drums, I mean, even to singing. I can't sing though, but it's like.
But she trained you.
Yeah, but she really paid that money and gave me that opportunity. And I don't want to waste it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste the money that she put and invested in me.
So they couldn't be too mad that now you're
and I'm able to use it. So it's definitely a blessing, man, to be able to be here.
That's amazing. Sure. That's amazing.
Sure, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
What instruments do you play?
Piano. I'm learning guitar. I'm self-teaching myself guitar. I can play 2 chords. That's about it, but it sounds good, you know. And I'm learning from Lance producers too, like Felipe. You know, sometimes I call him like, "Yo, like, can you teach me how to play these chords?" Or I'll send him a video. Then he'll just like hit me up like, "Okay, this is how you play it." And he'll send me a video of him playing it. I'll just try to do it myself, you know. But yeah, I mean. We good.
You sound like you got a little singing voice though. You sound real smooth and shit. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, got a little that deep voice, you know.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Okay, so what other businesses? So now that I feel like you're doing music too, are you also invested in any businesses, any other businesses?
Because you do have a business administration degree from Georgia State, right?
Not yet. I got a year left.
So you're still in school while you're making all this music and money?
Not currently, but I'm going back. Like next semester, I'm going back in a month.
He was though. You were in school. Like when some of the bigger hits was out. He was.
That for sure.
You started having like some promotion going on, right?
I was still in school, 5 classes a semester.
And still going to the studio. Still making beats. It'd be
that
dedication.
No excuses, kids. No excuses.
Yeah. No excuses.
You can go do what you got to do. Parents tell you they might have to go to school. Yeah, do that. But still, your dreams, you could pursue that later on.
If you want it enough, you're gonna find a way to.
Exactly, you're gonna find a way. There's as many hours in a day as you make. Trust me.
And with businesses and stuff, I'm invested in with my family in 2 restaurants. Hopsticks in Chamblee and Lady High and on the Beltline in Atlanta.
I'm personally going after the fact.
For sure. And I got a clothing line coming too as well that I want I'm announce it here. That we're gonna it's gonna be like a documentary type, you know, asking people what does love mean to them, you know, because everybody has different definitions of love, you know. It could be like love with the family or like different words that they use to describe love. You know, and I want to use that, you know, some of the money that I generate from that to give out to, you know, the homeless, to go to 3rd world countries to build homes, you know, and just, man, I'm following Land's footsteps, man, you know, just, you know, because he's a great, like, what's that term?
Role model, mentor.
Yeah, role model, mentor. So definitely doing that for sure, 100%.
For sure. So now that both of y'all are here, the question is: Do y'all really feel like, as a producer, do y'all get the recognition, the real recognition for songs that just really popping outside, which is your work on your beat?
Hell no, no way. Even you came up to me in the hallway and you like, what's your name? I'm like, Land, nice to meet you. And then he's like, what's your tag? I'm like, Young Land on the track. Even then, that's when you knew who I was. I tell you my name, Young Land, you might not know, but when you hear the tag and stuff like that, that's when people know. It's like,
I'm amazed. It blew my mind.
Yeah, and it's like most people don't even know producers. You feel me? Because we in the background. So it's like, I feel like we could get a lot more credit as producers with the music and stuff like that because we play a huge part. You know, we the foundation.
Sure. And that was one of my questions is, what do you, well, I don't want to divert off of this because I got some questions for that too, but this leads all into that. But what is the most important part of the song, do you think? The lyrics or the beat?
I feel like it's a combination, but I feel like at the end of the day, nobody finna be riding around in their car listening to just the voice, just the acapellas, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna be
listen to beats.
You ride around listening to them beats though,
Exactly.
for sure. So
That's
it's like
true.
we really like the heart of the track, bro. We the foundation, bro. What you think, Kilo?
Man, for sure. Like what you said, nobody gonna ride listening to acapellas. Like there was this Instagram post like 2 years ago. They took the beat out of the song. Then they was just listening to the lyrics, and everybody's comments was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna listen to this."
And then they put the beat on.
And they put a beat on. Like that's what gets the vibe going. Like people could vibe to the beats. People could dance to the beats.
Exactly.
TikTok nowadays, they dance to the beats.
Dance to the beats.
Right.
So exactly. So
And I feel like it's like there's no language in beat first of all, right? So anyone
so it's
from all over the world, they're attracted to the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like
They might not even know.
they might not even understand maybe the words. You know what I'm saying?
Love
Like,
the
maybe the
song.
language,
Love the
but the beats, or they're like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
But
So
at the end of the day, it's teamwork. Like that's what a song is. So.
it's a combination of both, of course.
What do you think is just the nature of what being a producer is that makes that the case? As far as being in the background, you working on the beats, and then the guy who puts the lyrics, he's like the superstar. He has to do all of that work and get the song out there, make it popular, make it hot, and all that. So you think it's the nature of the business, or do you think it's partly because maybe your own branding? Maybe you could put yourself out there more.
I feel like a lot of producers naturally are kind of introverted.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
I
what
mean.
So, I mean, you gotta think about it, like most of us, we be on computers, looking up YouTube tutorials. Yeah, so it's like we naturally kind of introverted, but I'm one of them people, like I love the forefront and like the spotlight and shit like that because I just like to show people that it's possible, you know what I'm saying? But like if you look back to like the 90s, you got the Timberlands, the Pharrells, the Teddy Rileys, all these people, spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows these people and they won't even know Instagram back then.
It is a weird little transition that took
But
place.
now it's like we got Instagram, all social media, and people don't even know a producer if he in the mall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that was one of the reasons they started making those tags. Like I forgot who started that, but ever since that, it's like now everybody got their tag. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you really get known.
Yeah,
Sure.
So I think it's just about branding for real.
Yeah,
Like
facts,
us
facts.
producers, we could really step it up with the branding and helping people like identify who we are outside the
That's
music.
100.
So before we end this, let's talk about real quick. What's upcoming? Fans want to know what's going on. What's the new? What's hot? What's coming up?
What you got, Kilo?
I got 3 songs on Shorty album. Shorty. But definitely looking forward to track number 4. I think it's gonna go crazy on TikTok for sure. Man, clothing. That's really like I'm definitely looking forward to that for sure. I think it's gonna change the world, and I feel like that's my goal is to make this world a better place for real. Cause everything's kind of crazy right now, gas prices, geez, everything going up. But but it's like the rich getting richer. But sometimes like I feel like we gotta also help like people come up too as well. I feel like as showing love, spreading love, helping each other out, like the world's gonna be a better place.
Sure. And then for me and the team, like he said, we got Shorty's whole tape. Pretty much, we did 90% of that. I got one on City Girls album. Me and James Maddox did that. Just had Pooh Shiesty and Gunna single just came out.
That's all right.
Had Money Man and G Herbo single just came out. So really just putting up shots, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just
A lot more for y'all to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So what is the word of advice you wanna give for the upcoming producers? Like if who was not really who just started, how about that? Like what would you say? Like this one word of advice, like one sentence type situation.
I'll say just stay humble, stay grounded, keep your circle tight, stay prayed up, and never say no for an answer. Go 110%.
1,000%. Kilo, talk to me.
Definitely agree with that. I was gonna say the same thing, man. Stay humble, like stay grounded, just stay working constantly, because you don't never know. Like you're one song away from just making it in the music industry, for real. So you don't never know which beat you make, or when you make the beat, that's gonna be a hit. So just keep working and stay humble, for real. That's really bad.
Oh, one more question. Speaking of that, because we hit a topic that I think next time. So one of your first relationships you got with Teddy Rock, a different time, he was one of the hottest clubs. How did you manage to do
Networking. That's another thing too for producers. Like, be sure to network always, bro. Like, whether you emailing people, reaching out to their managers, whatever. But in Virginia, I used to get my hair cut from a guy named Frank White, and he was from New Jersey. Fatty White from New Jersey. So he showed me the Trap Queen video one day when I was getting a haircut, and he was like, "Yo, check this out." So he showed me shit. Shit looked crazy. Nigga had one eye, like in the trap. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" So I watched the video. I ain't think nothing of it. Then like a couple weeks later, I see he's on Hot 97 on YouTube in the interview. So I'm like, "Damn, he kind of blowing up. Let me hit Buddy up." So I hit him up, and I sent him the RGF Island beat with a couple other beats, and then the first song we ever did was RGF Island. It was up from there for real.
It's too hard.
There you go. There you guys hear.
This is history. You feel me?
It's about who you know. So even your barber might be the man that connects you.
Right. So definitely, like, share, talk, communicate with folks. You know what I'm saying?
And then let me add one more thing. Like you were saying about the barber, I moved out here. I got a new barber. His name Dre the Barber. So he was like, "Hey, I'm cutting this dude named Black Youngster hair." So I'm in Mexico, bro. Barbers, bro.
Now for real though.
Bro, he puts me on FaceTime with Black Youngster. This is before Youngster was even big at all. This is probably like 2017. He puts me on the phone with Black Youngster, and I'm like, "Yo, let's lock in when I get back." We get in the studio when I get back, make booty, and then now that's
That big old booty.
Yeah,
You heard that booty?
That booty.
So it's about networking and being genuine and solid with people, bro. You never know, what connection people have.
Right.
That's what's up.
Network is your net worth.
Mm-hmm. Network is your network. Say it again, Z.
Network is your net worth.
That's what's up. You heard it here first.
So,
All right? On the Get Your Status Up podcast. It was a pleasure to have you guys.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Love, man. For real.
All right, y'all. We out. Get your status
Get your
up.
status up.
Yes, sir.
Solid.